Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to our weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 45th Commitments of Traders report of 2021. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials positions. But before I jump to the review, first of all, let me tell you that for those of you who were surprised why COT Base did not update in the usual time on Friday, that's because there are occasions when CFTC issues these reports on a different day, and you can actually find the official release schedule for CFTC on this website. Okay, back to the review, and actually just a reminder for those of you who are new to this service at COTbase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material explaining to you what the Commitments of Traders report is all about, what kind of reports there are. We show you examples of different setups. We also have a page called Help, where you can actually find a lot of educational videos, tutorial videos explaining to you how you can analyze this wonderful report. Okay, back to the review, and starting off with our first market, the British pound. You can see it is on top of our list with a 37% change in commercials positions. This is based on a 52-week look back period, and of course commercials are represented with the red line. Green are large speculators, and the blue line on a separate scale chart are the so-called non-reportables, or as we call them, small speculators. So the 37% change, the magnitude can be witnessed over there. Generally speaking, when we talk about currencies, 37% change is very large. I do see, and of course, if you look at the charts, you will find it as well, that in the British pound, we had multiple large changes in the past 1 year, especially in the last, let's say, 6 months. So it is easy to analyze how the market reacted to these changes, right? We had a bearish COT change signal just before the market went south. We had a few bullish COT changes, one larger one just before the market actually gained some strength. We are witnessing a bullish COT change signal in this recent report. Again, of course, I'm not saying it's going to jump right up, but it is a short-term signal suggesting, based on traders' positionings, we may see a bit of a rise in the next couple of days. Now, switching to a 5 years chart, you can examine the COT Extreme situation. You may see, if we look at this horizontal line, and of course, again, I'm concentrating on commercials. Of course, I could do this with the large speculators as well. You may see the most bullish COT Extremes. There's an example from 2019, and there's another one, roughly the same magnitude or stress level, I should say, from March of 2017, both just before we had a rally develop in the market. Now, if we are searching for bearish COT Extremes, we've got a good example from April of 2018, just at that top. What a wonderful example. And then we had that bearish extreme for some time before that sudden collapse in March of last year. Where are we now? We are, I would say, just a bit closer to bearish extreme levels, but not there entirely. So you may see that we had that bearish extreme in May of this year, just at that top, pushing the market higher. And as of course the market is declining, we are not surprised to see traders shifting away from those bearish extreme levels. The next market we're going to have a look at is gold, with a 31% change in commercials positions. We have a 35% change in large speculators positions. To the 1 year chart, there we go, and you may see the magnitude being larger than average, but nothing huge. It is bearish, suggesting we may see a bit of a weakness coming in the next couple of days. We'll see. Opening a 5 years chart, you may see that we are maybe a little bit closer to bearish extreme levels. So what you want to do, what I do, is I take this horizontal line that you see on the chart, and I put it at the recent report, and I measure, where traders were, where commercials, in this case, I'm looking at commercials. So you can do that for large speculators as well. So we are a bit closer to bearish extreme levels. Okay, we're not surprised, of course, the market is high. And of course, if gold moves higher from here, possibly even exceeding its all-time high, we should expect a bearish extreme to develop and signal us that maybe we're in for a shift in the market trend. Cocoa will be the next market with a 30% change in commercials positions. Back to the 1 year's chart, the time frame, and you can see that with this recent change, commercials became net long and large speculators net short. You can go back in this 1 year chart and see what happened when we were at those levels, and you can find that beautiful bottom, the lowest price in the past 1 year. We are there. Okay, so this in itself suggests we may see higher prices coming. Of course, if we open a 5 years chart, then it is easier to see everything on a wider time frame. That is, again, bullish. But here we can actually see even greater bullish extremes in the past. Okay, it doesn't mean that we should expect this before or wait for such a huge extreme. COT reports are stress measuring tools, I should say. You can measure the stresses in the market. Now, you don't always have to get an all-time COT extreme to see a shift in the trend, right? So if you're trading cocoa market, it's just good to know that the extreme is more bullish right now. Moving on to large speculators COT extreme, we've got the crude oil on top of our list with 157 report extreme. That's there. You may see that it's very, very visible. There's just one point in the past 5 years when actually large speculators managed to go net long, commercials net short, and that exactly coincided with the top in this market, right? It's over there. We are headed there. Okay, so this is a clear bearish extreme. It can easily grow. It may even become an all-time COT extreme. Who knows? I'm just saying that it is a bearish extreme. South African Rand, the next market, 75 report extreme over there in large speculators positions. Of course, this is a little bit different market. It is a bit closer to bullish extremes, but nothing huge, really nothing much. It's a 75 report extreme, meaning the past 75 reports have passed since we've seen a similar extreme. Cocoa gold, we talked about. Lean hogs is the next on the list, but I'm not expecting anything huge here either. It's a 41 report extreme. You can see that we had a bearish extreme since March of this year, and that actually the extreme got to highest level roughly at that top. Since the market started declining, we have been moving away from that extreme. Is this a bullish extreme that we can start looking for buying opportunities? Well, that's why we have this 5 years chart open, because you can easily see that bullish extremes, the more clearer ones, are the ones when commercials are actually net long. And that's not the case yet. Of course, there could be bullish extremes that don't reach that level. Again, it's hard to tell. But again, the whole purpose of analyzing commitments of traders report is to understand the stress levels built in the market. Now, that was all for this review, but of course, you can do much more here at cotbase.com. This, of course, is the website version. We do have indicators, the COT Pro indicator, which actually gives you the ability to access the website. So it includes the COT Base premium service. But you also have the ability to analyze the commitments of traders reports in your NinjaTrader. We basically give you all the tool sets for that. We also have a service called the ICOT Intraday Indicator. I'm going to open this for you because I think this is really unique. And we are very, very proud that we have managed to make it. It took many, many years to create it because our intention was always to bring down the COT analysis into the shorter term, right? Everybody who's been dealing with the commitments of traders report understands its huge value. What if we can see it in a more shorter time frame, right? in this example, for instance, on gold, but we can find multiple examples. The Nasdaq, you can come to COTbase.com and find a lot of examples how this intraday indicator works and how you can benefit. It is actually available not only on NinjaTrader but also for TradingView and CTrader. So if you are interested in combining longer term COT analysis with a more shorter term tool that might help you enter into these trades or maybe even exit them, then the ICOT intraday indicator may be something that you want to have a look at. Thank you so much for your attention. I appreciate you being with me. I hope you will be available and interested in my next COT review. Take care. Goodbye.